everyone, welcome back to Cha Cha Draws. So, I was having a conversation with some friends the other day, just, random text chat, chit chat, and I said sort of out of the blue something about Wyrd Owl, and I immediately thought, that'd be a great thing to draw, a Wyrd Owl. The more I thought about it, the more I thought about the obvious wordplay, Wyrd Al Yankovic, and I was totally set on the idea of drawing a Wyrd Owl who was Wyrd Al, but unfortunately, Google told me that I was not the first person to have that idea. I was definitely not, there's a plethora of Wyrd Owls online. So I thought, okay, instead of duplicating what someone else has done, why don't I try doing something that's a little bit more unique? So I started thinking about the other ways in which an owl could be weird. And I came up with a clumsy owl. I came up with a Wyrd Owl, like the Wyrd sisters. And I also came up with a cosplaying, fandom owl. And I liked them all. I thought they were all cute. But in the end, I thought it would be fun to make a Wyrd Owl. So, look, I can't explain myself. My motivations are often a mystery, even to me, let alone to other people. So just go with it. I'm sure it'll be fine. So anyway, here's my little owl, and he's a Wyrd Owl, like the Wyrd sisters, because I guess he is a boy. I never really thought about it until I said he like 8 billion times. I was like, oh, well, I guess in my mind, my owl is a boy. So anyway, the weirdest thing just happened to me while I was talking to you. My laptop went blank, so I'm a little worried about that, but I came back. We're gonna carry on, see what happens. Cross your fingers for me. So anyway, he is a Wyrd Owl in the weirding way, in the way of the Wyrd sisters, because he's clearly a witch, right? He rides a little broom. He has his little witch's hat, so he's a Wyrd Owl. But he's also a Wyrd Owl because he's just like clearly a clumsy doofus. Because what kind of creature that can fly and rides a flying broomstick ends up upside down on the ground, just, ass over tea kettle? I don't know. Clearly a weird one. A weird one. So this is my little Wyrd Owl. I love him. So anyway, I love my little owl. I chose his colors based off the Eastern Screech Owl because they are adorable. If you have never seen an Eastern Screech Owl, please do yourself a solid and go Google them right now. They're like 4 to 6 inches tall and half a pound. And tell me, I know they're raptors, I know they're predators, but tell me you would not want that little ball of fluff curled up in your hands. So not only is he a Wyrd Owl, he's also a teeny tiny little owl. So that must be the world's tiniest little broomstick that he's got clutched in his claw. I didn't really think this through. I don't know who makes tiny broomsticks for small Eastern Screech Owls, if they require a broomstick to be made for them. Possibly a toy manufacturer of some kind. I don't know. Maybe this is like a prop from a kid's Harry Potter kit, and the owl has stolen it for his tiny little broom. I feel like I got as far as he's clumsy and he's a witch, and then I didn't really think out the rest of the story. So because I was working digitally, it gave me a chance to continue to try and improve some of the skills that I'm scared of when I work in traditional art. And I was actually super pleased with the end result of this. I did sort of the base coloring layers, and then I went in and did some shadows and highlights where I thought those things should fall, and also gave him some, lighter feathers on his belly. And then it wasn't quite detailed enough for me because the way I was checking that was removing the sketch layer and seeing if it looked super blurry or just slightly blurry. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But if without the sketch layer it just looks like a blob, then that feels like there's not enough color and shading detail for feathers and things like that. But if it's just like slightly out of focus, then that's about the level that I'm striving to get to right now. So I could do that because digital, yay, great. You can just turn that layer off and on to see how it's looking. And I was really, really pleased with how this ended up. I put a lot more texture into the legs than I'd been anticipating. What I really did was I ended up texturing out the feathers. I've never done feathers like this. I've drawn things with wings before, and I've tried doing feather layers, but I've never done something this detailed. Looking at it, I really feel like I probably should have moved the eyebrows up. Even though owls don't actually have eyebrows, they just have like feathered eye bone ridges that go over their eye sockets. So they can't really raise their eyebrows in surprise the same way we would. It's a drawing, it would have looked cuter, but oh well, such is life. So this part that I'm doing right now on the wings is the part that really made me happy. It made me feel like I was doing a much better job rendering something that was evocative. I mean, it clearly doesn't look just like a feather, but it was more evocative of a feather than what I had done previously in the past. I really like it when I see something and I can tell that I'm making progress in an area, because, it's really frustrating. Most of us are constantly looking at what we need to improve on and not what we've done well so far. So that's habitual, but it is nice every once in a while to look at something and be like, that looks a lot better than what I would have done, however many weeks or months or years ago. And I guess as long as you can look and say, hey, I'm definitely improving, then that's great. Oh, he's so surprised that he fell off his boomstick. So this is it, my Wyrd Owl. I love him and I think he's adorable. Thanks for watching. Bye!